What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Show, back with another video, and today we have another video for you guys. Now today we are back on the Cyberpunk trail. Well, not really. It's mostly directed towards PlayStation Network, and if you guys have been looking at any videos, you definitely know what I'm talking about. But basically, PlayStation Network has been denying people refunds, and you gotta think, it's not a good look to have people buy Cyberpunk and it just doesn't work. And then even though it doesn't work, Sony will not return your $60, so you basically just wasted $60. But to be honest, I'm not really surprised. It seemed like Sony has been doing stuff like this for a while. The crazy thing is, in fact, a lot of people didn't even know Sony had a return policy. I mean, it kind of sucks though, but personally I'm going to wait for them to actually fix the game and not try to get a refund. I love the story of Cyberpunk so much, I'm willing to wait. But if you don't love the story, you shouldn't have to be stuck with a game you just don't like, that doesn't play, that you don't enjoy. It's just simple economics. You bought something, it doesn't work, you should get a refund for it. No, but you really think about it, all the L Sony has been taking this year, you know, starting but not limited to the PS5 release schedule and PS5 release debacle. That is absolutely ridiculous, but that's the title for another video. If you look at them, it just seems like they're making the wrong moves all over the place. Like, it's ridiculous. Now, like I said, this isn't really about Cyberpunk, but it does play a big part in the situation at hand. At first, CD Projekt Red released a letter talking about all the things they needed to address, and a big part of that letter was talking about, you know, they would love for people to stick by them, but if you wanted to get a refund, you can contact them and get a refund, or you should be able to get a refund. But of course, that pushed people to get a refund, and it's only really Sony being Sony, not giving people their refunds back for a broken game. Now, I do hope as time goes on, things will change, but I seriously doubt it, because it's just like Sony is just not willing to budge. You know, they definitely want all their money, and, you know, Cyberpunk is such a big game, they had a lot of different pre-orders, so it's very rare for Sony to do something like give a refund for such a big game. Now, let me say this before anybody in the comments actually start saying this. Now, I've heard that it's only really certain people, like a specific group of people that's only not getting a refund. Now, I don't really know what the criteria is for people of not getting a refund, but you know, I don't know whether it's they've played the game too much and they're not eligible, or you know, they have the game for a certain extended time, or they didn't pre-order the game. Whatever the situation is, I don't actually know. I'm kind of curious on what the criteria is, so I'm going to put the word out here. If you guys have tried to get the refund from Sony, let me know down in the comments below, and as you know, as always, I'll address them in another video. I would actually really love to know the story behind why Sony is refusing some people's refunds and some people are actually getting the refunds back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do remember Sony actually has a policy where they get like not eligible, or you know, they have the game for a certain extended time, or they didn't pre-order the game. Whatever the situation is, I don't actually know. I'm kind of curious on what the criteria is, so I'm going to put the word out here. If you guys have tried to get the refund from Sony, let me know down in the comments below, and as you know, as always, I'll address them in another video. I would actually really love to know the story behind why Sony is refusing some people's refunds and some people are actually getting the refunds back. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I do remember Sony actually has a policy where you get like the first 24 hours to return the game if you've played it, and then you know, if you don't like the game or the game is broken or whatever the situation may be, you can get a refund back. So maybe they're trying to allude to this, saying that people have played too much Cyberpunk and that's why they were refused. But it's a broken game, and as actual like PlayStation Network terms of service, they talked about things that are broken and how you can get a refund for them, but they don't seem to care, you know, because they don't seem to be giving people their refund back. You shouldn't be stuck with a game that you really had no advertising for. Now, granted, it's kind of on you if you bought the game knowing they didn't show the actual console reviews, but you know, you just got swept up into all the hype that was going on with Cyberpunk at the time. And I mean, there was a lot of hype. It was just a lot of hype. Well, let's be real though, it's not like I'm really, you know, pressed over if I don't get a refund. Like I said, I am actually keeping the game, but in reality, it's sad that companies will try to take your money any way possible. You know, take up for the devs of Cyberpunk as much as you want, but they knew how the game ran. They pretty much, the company as a whole didn't allow the console, PS4 base and the Xbox base to actually be shown in trailers and stuff. And they knew what they were doing. Don't everybody just go past that. and like, I don't really want to get on CD Projekt Red, like just really get on them, but you come on now, everybody taking it for the game, you know. I get it, you might have a PC or something, you might have a PS4 Pro, so this really doesn't concern you, but there's just a lot of people that's just really like, but let's just stop right there, because the game is still fun, still really enjoying it. As buggy and as garbage as it looks, I'm actually enjoying it. It's really fun. I just would need to get a PS5 very soon so I can play it the way it meant to be played. I've currently stopped playing it at the moment, just so I can play it the way it was intended to be played. And that's pretty much it. So like I said, if you had any experience with Sony and not being able to get your refund back, definitely let me know in the comments below. And I will come out with a video talking about that particular refund challenge. And I would include you guys in the video if you so wanted to. But as I always say, guys, I'll see you guys next video.